Good afternoon, sir. So, still, I'm Vincent Castillo, and also I'm going to discuss the verifying and validating IT libraries, which is the uh, Module 5 Project Execution and Monitoring Control. So, I'm going to discuss again the verifying and validating IT deliverables. Okay. So, first slide is the verifying and validating IT deliverables. So this presentation will explore the critical process of verifying and validating IT deliverables within the project management framework. We'll cover key concept, techniques, best practice to ensure the quality and success of your IT projects. So second line, second slides rather. So, verification versus validation. So, dito malaman natin pinagkaiba ng verification and validation. So, first is, what is verification? So, verification, the process of evaluating a system or component to determine whether the product of given development phase satisfy the condition imposed with the start of the process of the phase. Sorry. And validation, the process of evaluating a system or components during or at the end of the development process to determine whether the satisfy expected requirements. So, okay, verification process of evaluating system concept determine whether the products of given development phase satisfy the condition imposed start. Okay, so verification is uh, it's a given develop satisfy the condition based on the start of the phases. Yung start pa lang ng phases, yung start pa lang ng phase is nabibigyan na ba yung satisfactions ito, while the validation is the end of the develop process, doon na makakita kung satisfy ba sila sa specific requirements. Okay? So, verification focuses on building the product. So, sa verification, nakafocus lang siya sa paggawa ng product rights. While validation ensures building the right product. Okay, si validation naman is nag-ensure na dapat na yung product na ginagawa mo is tama. So, sa verification is building the product. Kung si verification is nakafocus lang siya sa paggawa ng tamang product, okay? Kita niyo yung difference? Si verification, nakafocus lang sa paggawa ng tamang product. While si validation is iya, ayun, ini-ensure niya na yung ginagawang tamang product is dapat tama. Gets? Okay? So that's the difference. Um, Next slide is the verification techniques. Verification techniques. We have 3: code reviews, unit testing, integration testing. So when we say code reviews, systematic expectation of source code to identify, detect, ensure the adherence to standard, and validate implementation. Okay? 2. Unit testing. Verifying individual software component or units meet their designs and functionality specification. Last, integration testing, evaluating how software components work together, validating interfaces and data flows between systems. Okay, so that's the verification techniques. Now let's go on to validation techniques. So validation technique, we have still 3. So user acceptance testing, pilot deployment, and requirement traceability. So when we say user acceptance testing, involving end user to evaluate the system and ensure it meet their needs and expectation. Number 2 is pilot deployment, rolling out the solution in the limited capacity to gather feedback and validate system information in the real world environment. Okay, a requirements tradability, mapping system feature and functionality back to the original stakeholder requirements to ensure complete fulfillment. So that's the validation techniques. Now let's go on to fifth slide. The importance of validation and verification. So, ano yung importansya nito sa the importance? Okay. The verification and validations are crucial process in project management that ensures IT deliverables meet stakeholders requirements and organizational standards. Okay, so by thoroughly verifying and validating, teams can identify, address issues early, mitigate risk, and develop, develop deliver high quality solution that satisfy client needs. So kapag nagamit natin ng maayos yung verifying and validating is ma-ensure natin yung satisfaction ng client natin, especially kapag na-determine natin at nahahanap natin yung issues na na-address natin na maayos yun. Okay, so sixth slide, quality assurance processes. So we have 4: peer reviews, testing strategies, checklist and expectation, quality gates. So when we say peer reviews, conduct regular peer reviews of a project deliverables where a team member provide constructive feedback to ensure quality and adherence to requirements. Testing strategies is implement a robust testing strategies including unit test, integration test, and end-to-end testing to thoroughly validate the system functionality. The third one is checklist and expectations. Develop a comprehensive checklist to methodology, expect and validate each deliverable, catching issues early in the development life cycle. The last one is quality gates. Quality gates, establish quality gates at a key milestone to review progress, assist rest, and determine readiness to proceed to the next piece. Okay. Number 7, stakeholders involvement. Slide 7 rather. Engaging stakeholders throughout the verification and validation process is crucial for project success. Okay? Collaborate closely with the end user, subject matter expert, and decision maker to gather feedback, validate the requirements, and ensure the solutions meet their involving needs. So that's the stakeholder involvement. Okay? The last slide is common challenges and mitigation strategies. So ito yung mga common na mga challenges and the mitigation strategies. So we have still 4: misaligned expectation, communication breakdown, resource constraints, resistance to change. So first one is misaligned expectations. So when we say misalign, kung ito align, misalign, ganon. It means hindi siya nakaayon sa expectation ng customer o ng needs ng customer. Okay, so ensure clear and documented requirements to, oh my god. Ensure clear and documented requirements to prevent scope creep and misunderstanding between stakeholders and the project teams. Number 2 is communication breakdowns. Establish regular touch points, feedback loops, and collaborative review season to foster transparency and keep all parties informed. And number 3, resource constraints. Carefully manage and allocate resource based on priorities and to be preferred to make trade-off or adjust timeline as needed. Last is resistance to change. Involve an end user early, address their concern, and provide training and support to ease the transition to new system. So that's the resistance to change, and that's the common challenges and mitigation strategies. So again, thank you for listening, and that's my topic. Thank you.